I am Pleightfour. My shame weighs heavy on my soul, and my guilt is immeasurable. I have again and again used a word incorrectly, and admittedly even out of malice. I understand I have made many people in my daily life upset, and I am deeply sorry to anyone affected by my choice of vocabulary. I am, of course, talking about the word. To no one's surprise, I am a person on Discord. In one such Discord server, I wanted to proclaim I didn't want to sleep that night. I wanted the phrase to be punchy and goofy. The phrase, I don't want to fall asleep, isn't punchy. It's just too bulky. To easily trim it down, I thought to replace stay awake with a verb of the same meaning. I completely blanked. In Sodareko's Discord server, I asked some people what might be a good word for this. Their responses were waking, duh, and bro forgot a regular English word. This evidence was all that I needed. Day in and out, I would non-stop preach about using the useless, bastardized version of waking. It's more fun, I would say. I understand there is zero reason to tell a person face-to-face that you are waking, as opposed to awake. You do a lot more things while being awake than just being awake. Not to mention, waking and awake have the same amount of syllables. Using a verb just sounds so much more to the point. The implications of being able to utilize the word in question would give authors and poets much more to work with. To be fair, the word is already quite utilized in this way. Every waking moment does not imply that you are consistently getting out of bed. If the verb waking alone meant get out of bed, why would we say wake up? It just makes sense to be able to use the word wake in a more active context. I should be able to actively wake as much as I could actively sleep. Sleep needs a mortal nemesis, and wake is simply begging to be its antonym. On Discord, I pestered the very people who led me to this conclusion. It was always wake this and waking that. Some people did resonate with my words, and I really appreciate them. However, I do take full responsibility for being a nuisance to those who did not agree with me on the subject. At my job, I would tell people around me about my revelations, mostly to blank stares and multiple people saying, "Russell, you need to stop talking." As much as I enjoyed their amusing discontent in this scenario, I did have a point. I thought I did at least. To set the record straight, I finally cracked open a dictionary. According to the fun police that made the New Lexicon Webster's Dictionary, to wake solely means to rouse or get out of bed. I feel great shame in misdefining the word wake and using the bastardized version to pester so many people. I hope my friendships with everyone involved can mend, and I can be forgiven for my actions. I bid you all a good night's rest tonight. Thank you all so much for waking. Waking also sounds like wanking. It's just so much more funny.